Hi there, welcome to SMPTE 2017. My name's Yuan Dooley, I'm the sales manager for ARRI Australia, and we look after sales of camera and accessories for Australia and New Zealand. So welcome to all the video and filmmaker readers. We're going to walk through our booth here and tell you what's going on. The first thing we have, as you can see, we have the brightest booth at SMPTE. We have 23 sky panels in this array, which is on a bit of a loop. At the moment it's just doing a nice tungsten wash, but we'll go through and it'll be showing all the lighting effects that these sky panels can do, like cop car, paparazzi mode, fire effects, lightning effects, full color chases, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure at some point in the next few minutes it'll kind of go nuts and we'll see how the Osmo deals with that. We're showing every camera that we currently manufacture. So this is the Alexa Mini in a full studio setup. It's quite a beast. We have C-Force motors, we have the new LMB 4x5 matte box, which can transition between a clamp-on matte box and a swing-away matte box within a minute. Showing PAG batteries. The CCP1 is our assistance panel for the Alexa Mini, which is great. Trans-video monitor, C-Finder laser distance measure, and this is the new compact bridge plate, which is a new accessory we've announced at NAB, and the big feature of it is that you can pull it straight off the dovetail when you unlock it from the other side. You no longer need to slide it back, so it's quite a simple, easy system. Also a Allura 30-80 short zoom made by Fujinon. Over here we have an Alexa SXT in one of two of our camera stabilizers that we sell. This is the Maxima. It'll take 30 kilograms, and because of the design of the gimbal, we're not limited to the length of the camera package. So you can put a full-size Alexa SXTW in here with an Optimo 24-290, which no other gimbal can manage. You can handhold it as you would a Movi or a Ronin, but you have to have quite some muscles. It's more designed for car rigs, to put on a Steadicam arm, jib mounts, all that kind of stuff. We're showing it with the PLC wheels, which are a wireless control wheel for the gimbal, which is pretty nice. And then Pete over here is showing our Trinity. So the Trinity is an adaptation of a traditional mechanical stabilizer, which is the Artemis stabilizer, but it now incorporates a 2-axis gimbal onto the top, which has been taken from the Maxima. So that means that you can drop straight into low mode, you can do jib or crane moves with the Trinity. Again, subordinating up to a 26 kilogram payload. You're limited slightly in the length because the camera goes through the gimbal, as you might be able to see here. Could you do a flip for us for the camera, for the film and video readers? So it's a combination of an electronic and a traditional stabilizer. Allows you to do shots like going into a car window, going from low to high mode that you can't really do with any other system. So it's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Thanks, Pete. So we'll head back onto the booth now. Over here we have the latest upgrade for the Alexa. So it's actually the 8th year that the Alexa has been shown with the same sensor technology. This is the SXTW variant. So super extended technology, brought 2 terabyte recording media. It brought Ethernet control for color grading, remote color grading to the camera. It brought proper 4K recording and a 4096 DCI specification. It's still the only camera with a proper height sensor for anamorphic shooting, but we're now introducing wireless video. So this camera has 2 antennas for wireless video, 2 for Wi-Fi, and 1 for our lens control system. You can have up to 4 receivers paired with every camera. You can have 6 cameras paired, 6 cameras running simultaneously, and the receivers and transmitters will all kind of shift within the frequency spectrum to avoid interference, so you shouldn't have any problem. We have a 180mm master anamorphic, which is the first of its kind. We also have a diopter tray here with a split diopter, as you can see, and 2 CLM motors which plug directly into the Alexa, so you don't need to use an external motor controller. Our third camera is the Amira. So the Amira was designed to be used by single operators. It's got all the controls on the operator side of the camera. It's very easy to balance on your shoulder. And we're showing it here with a more ENG style lens with a servo grip, and that servo grip is being controlled by these master grips here. So we're able to use, similar to a traditional zoom and focus demand, With one button you could switch between zoom, focus and iris on a single master grip if you like. It also has a touchscreen control on the top here. You can set user buttons for the camera, and not only ARRI cameras, you can also use them with Red and Sony and Panasonic cameras, and we'll actually enable camera control with these on Red cameras. So ARRI isn't only about just making accessories for our cameras, all of our electronic camera accessories can be used on a variety of cameras, and we also make mechanical accessories for all of our cameras as well. We have an Amira here, again with master grips. We're showing this ridiculously small Canon 40mm pancake, but the master grips can again control focus and iris of this lens. It'll change the iris in tenth of a stop increments, so it's a really smooth change of an iris, which you can't really get with EF lenses otherwise. And yeah, it makes it quite a small package. With this on an Alexa Mini, you'd have quite a tiny little package, which is why we think it's pretty cool. Last but not least, we have the guys from Rotorhead here, which is the division of Gearhead, the camera rental agency, and they're showing off their shot over equipment. We brought out this anamorphic ultra-wide zoom for David to shoot on. He's got a lovely aerial reel playing in the background, and this gimbal would normally mount to his helicopter. There's only one of a few of these kind of lenses in the world. They're incredibly expensive, but perfectly straight, edge to edge. It's the equivalent of a 9.5mm lens on a Super 35 camera, so incredibly wide. Over here we have the Yuan Drone as well, which again will take an enormous payload. It's a serious bit of kit. Mark's probably more qualified to talk about this kind of stuff, but it's just nice to see Alexa Minis on these cameras. And I'm still waiting for my haircut, but they won't let me turn the props on, so it's a bit of a disappointment. On the screen behind Kelly from Codex over there as well, we have our second demo reel, also shot with the ultra-wide zoom by Emilio Abinizio. And he shot some really nice stuff close up on a wide-angle lens with a model, which is not something you'd normally want to do, but you can see how straight the edges are. There's very minimal distortion for such a wide lens, so we're pretty proud to be the only manufacturer of something of that scope. So that's kind of been our booth at SMPTE 2017. Thanks so much for paying attention. I hope I haven't spoken too quickly. We're based in Sydney and we cover all of Australia and New Zealand. We're the only reseller for, and we're part of the company, not just a reseller, but the only place you can buy ARRI cameras and accessories. Yeah, please get in touch if you have any questions. Thanks very much.